The First World War was one of the worst events in history. This conflict took the lives of 40 million people. We must remember this and learn from it to make sure that we never make such horrible mistakes again. Hello, my name is Jeff and welcome to It's Called History. In this video, we will be discussing the battles on the Western Front during World War I. The reason why I made this video is because of the mistakes that were made during World War I, which were responsible for the deaths of millions. We have to know what these were so that these same mistakes never happen again. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting and hopefully fun YouTube videos about history. That would be straight up amazing. Now let's get on with the video. The start of the war was caused by a lot of things. First, tensions were rising between the powers of Europe. The rise of numbers in the nation's militaries made everybody nervous, but also imperialism played a big part in the rising tensions. For those who don't know what imperialism is, it basically works like this. Aha, I have discovered new colony. Say, France, can I have some land? No. What were you saying? Okay, I know that was a real bad one, but yeah. But then, the direct cause of the war. Can we have some drums? On the 28th of June, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary, heir to the throne, was assassinated in the street of Sarajevo by a Serbian nationalist. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. All countries involved in World War I had good buddies. So if one country goes to war, for Austria-Hungary for example, they will ask their friends, like Germany for example. But then the other side, like Serbia for example, will ask their friends like Britain for example, or Russia for example. And they will ask their friends, who will ask their friends, and so on and so on. The Germans also saw this as a good opportunity to attack their old enemy, France. The Germans couldn't just enter France, so they decided to go through little neutral Belgium. This is where the first battle in World War I happened. On the 5th of August, the big German army with about 320,000 men in it fought against a small but brave Belgian army existing of 70,000 men in the city of Liege. The Belgians were outnumbered 4.5 to 1. The small army managed to fight for 12 days until the 16th of August when they had to retreat. This gave the French army an estimated 4 days of extra time to get prepared and ready to fight the Germans. The following weeks, the Germans were moving up to the sea and to Paris. General Joseph Joffre ordered his troops to stop retreating before the Germans reached Paris. The Battle of the Marne lasted from 6 to 12 September 1914. The French eventually created a gap in the German line, which forced the Germans to retreat. This is where the famous trench warfare began. Both sides decided to dug in. It is estimated that in total, 2,940 kilometers of trenches were made. Life in the trenches was horrible. There were dead bodies everywhere. Rats, muds, diseases took over, and the troop morale was so low because of the constant artillery bombing. This gave most soldiers something called shell shock, or today better known as PTSD, Post-traumatic stress disorder. The main difference between the Allies and the Germans was the comfort of the trenches. The Allies had the idea that they wouldn't stay long in the trenches, so they didn't maintain it well. The trenches were wet and dirty. The German trenches, on the other hand, were dry and safe, and the bunkers even had electricity. A month after the Battle of the Marne, the race to the sea was still on. This would finally end on the 19th of October. This day, the first out of 3 battles of Ypres were fought. This battle was very important, because if the Belgian, French, and British army lost the left flank, the entire Allied front would fall. The battle was fought, and the Germans almost managed to break through. But some amazing engineers, together with the King of Belgium, Albert I, decided to open the sluices of the Yser River so that the battlefield got flooded. This stopped the German advance, and the left flank was secured. The battle lasted until the 30th of November. In total, 21,562 Belgians, 50 to 80,000 French, 7,960 British and 130,000 Germans lost their lives. Oh yeah, just a quick mention, silly mustache guy fought in this battle. Yeah, you're right, the young Adolf Hitler fought his first battle here for the German Empire. Almost half a year later, Ypres found itself in its second battle. This battle lasted from April 22nd to May 25th, 1915, but this wasn't a normal battle. This time, the Germans fired 5,700 canisters containing 168 tons of chlorine gas at the French Algerian troops. This created a hole in the Allied defense, but the Germans were unable to push through. Chlorine gas is very deadly. During the battle, 10,000 men were affected by the gas, half of whom died within 10 minutes. The Allies suffered 69,000 casualties, while the Germans lost 35,000 men. But that wasn't the only thing the gas did. It also settled in the ground, making it almost temporarily. This affected the local agriculture, and the men that were stationed there, those who were affected by the gas, were often temporarily blind, confused, and it made them cough for a long period of time. The use of chemical gas in conflicts is strictly forbidden, but even today, in countries like Syria and Iraq a couple of years ago, we can still see the use of deadly gas in battle. During the rest of 1915, a lot of battles happened, and all of them are important, but they weren't really necessary to explain in the video, but they are worth mentioning. So, the Battle of Neuve Chappel happened from the 10th to the 13th of March 1915. The second Battle of Artois from the 9th of May to the 18th of 1915. The Battle of Auburn Ridge, the 9th of May 1915. And last but not least, the Battle of Liege from the 25th of September to the 19th of October 1915. Okay guys, this was the end of the first video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe and comment silly mustache guy in the comments to show that you made it to the end of the video. Make sure you watch the second part of the World War I videos. And yeah, I see you soon guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.